Let's talk Smoked Out Beatin, baby. Smoked Out Beatin 2025, man, going live. First of all, it's very important to know why I even call it 2025. Man, this song was recorded originally in 2006, 2007. I remember like it was yesterday. I want to say it was the first time me and Big Pokey got together and did some music. Man, you got to realize I'm a super, I don't know what, 20 something. Hell, I'm in the first apartment that I got when I moved out my dad's house. You know, it's the first apartment. We paying $500 a month on Hollister and Tidwell. And I can't believe it's going down, you know, and I just got my hustle on. I have been hustling for so long with the music, and the music finally starting to jam. It's finally starting to sound good. You know what I'm saying? The hooks I always had a little something with them hooks, but the verses wasn't always live. But now they getting there. They damn near competing with each other. So now it's just a matter of delivery. Now on the original Smoked Out Beatin, I'm so motherfucking high. Man, I'm so high. I'm talking about I'm having money. I'm young. At 21, 22, I don't even know. I'm somewhere like low 20s. So just imagine how that felt. I got my diamonds on. Man, Lil O put me down with Big Pokey. Man, I talked to Pokey. Or I might have talked to Money Mike, who I think was his manager name at that point. And we did the business. I told him what I was trying to do. I negotiated a few. Cause I want 3. 3 verses. I think he did Get Money Pro remix. I'm gonna get money pro. I'm about my mother the paper. I'm smoking on chronic. And I'm drinking the chaser. I think he did that one. Hey, I remember so many. I remember Pokey he say, man, I kick the doors in when I pull up in the rolls or the beers. Check boys, cheers. Man, that was a freestyle, but nah, that wasn't it. That was the next time. I think he did I know he did Smoked Out Beatin. And it's one more. I want to say Cash Stackers. We was rapping on there. Lil O stole the show on that song, by the way. I think them the 3 he did. But I remember him coming in. To do that, he sat in the car, finished his writing. I told him he can come in if he wanted to. He was cool. I offered him some drink. He ain't want no drink. He ain't want no smoke. We ain't know each other yet, so. But he was cool, really cool. He wasn't like, nah, I want nothing. He just was like, man, I'm cool, daddy. And his voice, deep voice that was, was just player. We players in H-Town, so. And then it just was so live. When he came in, finally from writing, he came on in the studio, came on upstairs. Mr. Kayla was the engineer. Big old room, just a big room. But it's OG Run C House, and every room is a studio. So I did the bit down. Now I'm thinking about it, I did all the business too. I mean, it was natural for me. Did the business with the studio with Kayla to take care of everything. He gave me a good deal. Did the business on the artwork, everything. Now that I look back on it, damn, like that's something to be proud of. Handling that like that, every step of the business. You know what I'm saying, and then also delivering the music and stuff like that. That's a hell of an accomplishment. But anyway, so I remember doing that. I remember writing that. I wrote that hook in that verse at the first apartment. On like I say, Hollister and Tidwell, and I used to go in we had a 1-bedroom apartment, so I go in that back room, and one bedroom. I go in that 1 bedroom, and I go in that back. I close that door, and I like to drink that A&W with that drink in it, and just close that door, and I smoke, and then I just get live and write. If little mama wanna snort that powder, let her snort it. But we can't trick no cash out. We can't afford it. That's so old. That first verse on Smoked Out Beatin 2025 is the original verse with a couple additives and subtracting. It's just a little math in there. It's got a little adding and a little subtracting. Instead of saying, are you down with rock for rock? No, do you mess with Big Nik? Yeah, I mess with Big Nik. And then now I say if Donald Trump can do that, I could be president. That's what I say now, but back then it was, do you mess with rock for rock? And it's like, trick, I'm president. That's why we crawl behind the tent. You know we getting bent. And I don't know, I forgot what I said the first time. I know on this time I say, got a 1 liter big red filler dunk of shit. Yeah. I gotta go back and listen to it, but I remember my OG, my favorite uncle. He had just come home from doing his time, and we did a couple songs. I remember doing a couple songs, and I remember that one sticking out. Out of all of them, he said, "That's the one." Man, that's the one. He wanted to get on that song so bad. And when you an artist that kind of just do music kind of nonchalantly, like, you know, it's just like, it's just another song, you know what I'm saying? And the people kind of pick the song, but they can hear it. The people can hear which song they like more than you can or before you can. And it's really up to the people anyway. But it's like, if I got to put my money behind it, I'm looking like I won't pick the song. So I like other songs on, this is Andrew Jackson mixtape, by the way. The mixtape is me, C-Note, E.S.G, and we talking about C-Note off that Botany, because there's a couple other C-Notes. This C-Note screwed up click off that Botany, one of my favorite people to work with. And we talking about J Stu from Mo City. That's my dog. Wouldn't have made it this far without him. Much love to you, boy. What's up, baby? Super hustler. And we talking about E.S.G. That's the four-headed monster that was the Andrew Jackson mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Where the original Smoked Out Beatin comes from. So when we talk about E.S.G, talking about a dude that can freestyle, a dude that can write. Some people can't freestyle good. Some people can't write good. E.S.G is a guy that can do both very well. And I'm a studio freestyler, meaning I can come in here and kick a freestyle and it's kind of live because I can do a couple takes. I really write all my songs by freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking for that. I'm looking for something. You know, I'm kind of fishing for it. Throwing something in that ocean and trying to pull that net back, see what's in it. That's how I record my songs. But with E.S.G, what makes him so special is that he can freestyle in the studio, just like he did with the original Smoked Out Beatin. He freestyled that. I'm going to talk about that. He freestyled that. But also, we kind of started hanging a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Me, him, and J Stu, you know what I'm saying? And they were tighter than they were tighter, you know, out the group, out the people, you know what I'm saying, than I was. Probably because I'm from the other side of town. I'm from the north, and they from the south, and they was already kind of clicking up doing business. And but they let me hang around every now and again, or you know, if they got a show, I'm there, especially if it's in Houston. And I'll never forget E.S.G, countless freestyles, live. One of the best freestylers ever to do it. So when people be talking about this freestyle king stuff, it's hard for me to pick one because I done been in there with Pokey freestyle and watching them go live. I've seen Keke freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't talking about the freestyle where he give y'all, and I'm talking about, to me, his studio freestyle is the freestyle to see. That's that screw tape freestyle. You know, when he out at the album release party and stuff like that, you'll get a little something. But when he in the studio, man, and I don't know if you'll get that no more because that's back cup in hand days. It's something about that cup in hand and blowing and chilling in that lab. It just something, it do something. I can't explain it, but it's like putting the lightning in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we do that. Smoked Out Beatin. And then, like I say, E.S.G freestyle the original one. And I'm sitting there watching them. It's like being in class. Like I never understood how to deliver. I always wanted my delivery to be close like E.S.G. See, E.S.G don't have a lot of gaps in his rap. And he's like real live. And it's screwed up and everything, but he live. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always liked that. I liked it that always. Like, when I first heard him, Swinging and Banging. That's my first time hearing him, I think, that I remember. It was just live. And all my blood and juice and tap, yeah, swinging and bang, and all my balls and swinging and bang, and that's because he a natural MC too. Like when he do a freestyle, he ain't just sitting there talking about himself and how cool he is. He working the crowd. He looking over there. He saying, "Yeah, Lil C got the rock waller, boom, and the boom, and the boy with the camera, boom, and the boy with the what, and the girl with the butt, and the boom with the what. Yeah, she gonna be a slut. I'm gonna take her home tonight. I'm gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, and he live doing it, and he hitting you with real words that's really meaning something and saying something. He talking about your hat, that color hat, that one. It's a real freestyle, and he MC freestyle, and then he go to the studio, and then when he get loud, he backs up from the mic, and then he know he finna get kind of quiet or regular voice, so he come back close to the mic, and then he'll go side, you know what I'm saying? And man, and he rocking, and you watching his ad libs, and you like, man, class is in session, bro. Class is in session. You know what I'm saying? Man, and that's the around the time J-Dawg came home too. I'm trying to stick to the topic of Smoked Out Beatin, but yeah, I could go on for days because that just was a time right there. So we did that, Smoked Out Beatin, and C-Note went off on there. You know, I'm getting paid. You know, everybody boys thought a many ways. I come down real though, sticky green blow. For the homies who ain't here when I'm in chill mode. Smoke that. Come on, man. Candy sweet riding in it. Know what I'm saying? It was just so loud to rap with C-Note. You know, I'm from the north side of Houston, but I never got caught up in all that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't make sense of it, so I just ain't do it. I just rather y'all make fun of me for whatever, then do something just to please y'all that I can't make sense out of. So, man, if it's jamming, it's jamming. I heard a little O from Selective Sounds. I went in there, I asked Gene, what's jamming, what's new? I want to get me some. I'm a big Youngster fan. I got all his stuff. He said Youngster on this CD right here is called Blood Money by Lil O. I was like, Lil O, I never heard. What is Lil O? And he's saying, oh man, he live, he hard, man. He from the South, he screwed up click. Oh, he screwed up click, because I like screwed up click. And he got Youngster on there. And he say, yeah, man. And they got that boy, he say, I'm talking rags to riches. Cadillac, Know what I'm saying? Kept at that club, acting bad, taking pictures. Strapped that all the time, because them haters want to, it's just the voice. It's the Youngster voice that got me. And he hitting it and screw talking at the beginning. Let me get that. I think he charged me $16 for some reason. Yeah, he charged me $16, and this was the original print of Blood Money, not the like a reprint. And this was the original print of Blood Money, and I ain't know Lil O, never even heard of him, but I was glad I bought that because it was like street raw rap. You know what I'm saying? And I love that type of rap, so it was dope to have that. But then, so we put this Smoked Out Beatin out. We finally get the mixtape done. It's a double disc. I'm down with OG Run C. So I get him to do the Screw the Chop version. And we put it out. And it kind of got like some underground traction. Like, it's the first time that I had any real underground traction. So you talking about, so I'm riding with OG Run C. I'm riding with DJ Lil Steve, Wrecking Yard. And they got me over here in Memphis, and the DJs, when they hear it, they you know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, they riding with it. And it was like, it got a little buzz. Like, you know, it's the first one that got a little buzz. It's kind of moving. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make me no money to the point where I could retire or stack me up some show money or anything like that. And I ain't never really had that. I've always had to get it out the mixtape game, get it out the streets, come up with creative little ways to do it, whether that's distribution or buying homie mixtapes and selling them, or, you know, get my hands dirty a little bit over here, over there. I always had that. But Smoked Out Beatin was that first one before I ain't taking no loss. That just made it to where, like, okay, you getting some recognition, and you kind of hear boys jamming that Smoked Out Beat. Matter of fact, it was so live, we ended up putting that on Keep On Stacking 3 with Big Pokey when I did the mixtape with Big Pokey, J-Dawg, and OG Avery. It was just that live. Now fast forward 2025. Why I call it Smoked Out Beatin 2025 is because I don't know when I'm gonna ever do another one, and I just wanted that stamp. Bam! This is the 2025 version. So here we are in 2026. We still pushing it. 2027 we gonna be still pushing. It's going forever. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want it to get mixed up with the original, and then I don't like Smoked Out Beatin Part 2, Smoked Out Beatin Part 3. I just like, I might say that if I ain't taking no loss, but this right here gotta be like a year stamp on it. And I'm glad I did it because it gave me the creative freedom to just explore, see what to do, fight the battles, whatever it's gonna be. Now on this one I'm sober, recording this. Right here in this studio. You looking at where I recorded Smoked Out Beatin. So I record this hoe, and I'm like, man, I killed it. But then I realized, no, you too live on the hook. You need to calm down, because it's more like a smoked out beat. Rolling up the scene while rolling up the green. Got a couple of that codeine. Man, like, yeah, you need that. So I had to redo it, calm myself a little bit, and then rap it. And the first verse, I kicked it like this. Setting off alarms in the parking lot, they bopping on me, pointing at my car while I flip around with my homies, windows tinted. Who up in it? $1,000,000 question. We smoking on this weed and sipping drink is my confession. If lil' mama wanna snort that powder, let her snort it. But we can't trick no cash out, we can't afford it. I'm flyed in a bumblebee in Highland, California, and suckers know I'm by my like a lawyer. Do you? With Big Nik? Yeah, I mess with Big Nik. If Donald Trump can do it, I can be president. That's why I crawl behind a tent. They know we're getting bent. Got a 1 liter big red finna dunk a 6. Smoked out beat. And then that little part right there where I say smoked out beating again, I was like, man, I remember asking my wife, should I keep that part? Because it ain't mixed yet. So the smoke, the vocals kind of everywhere. And I was struggling, like, should I keep that or should I take that smoked out beating out? But then it's like, when Lil O come in rapping, it's going to be a big blank, like a big gap right there. And just like I said earlier about the E.S.G, I wanted my rhymes to be, impactful like E.S.G raps always was. They not like, there's no gaps, not a lot of gaps. In the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Now he might have changed his style up, but in the beginning, there wasn't no bunch of gaps in it. It's just like, all the way through rap and smooth, you know what I'm saying, on beat, you know what I'm saying. E.S.G one of my favorite rappers, definitely one of my favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying, just dope. So when I said that, I say, okay, I'm gonna leave that. I say, baby, what you think about Smoked Out Beat and keep that little part? What part? Right there where I say Smoked Out Beat. She said, yeah, keep that, that's gonna be live. So I kept it, then I took it off, then I kept it, then I took it off. And I said, man, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And if it come back mixed and I don't like it, I guess I'll take it. Because it got to be perfect. You know, one thing about me, I'm real picky. Man, I'm real picky. I'm hard to deal with when I get in my creative zone. Because, goddamn it, I just need it to be perfect or I don't want to do it. I want it to be perfect. I don't want to do it. Leave me alone. I'm done. I don't want to do it because it ain't perfect. And I get so depressed, because I get so high off of it. Then I get depressed because I'm like, man, it's not perfect, so it's not good enough because it's not perfect. I need it to be perfect. And it don't got to be perfect to you. It got to be perfect to me. That way I'm confident when I'm selling it. You know what I'm saying? I can put my money in. I'm confident to put my money in there. All those things like that, you know what I'm saying? And originally just supposed to be me. Me, Big Tony, Quiet Money Died. One thing led to the next. I call this person, call that person, this person, then I bumped into this guy, and hell, I was trying to get Fastlane on there. I thought OTB Fastlane, boy, I say, you could hit him on there too. Ooh, I was trying to get Paul Wall on there. I get Paul Wall. Ooh, man, could you imagine? Trying to get Zero. I'm talking to him on IG. What's up, man? I know what I'm saying. I'm fit to do one. I couldn't get him. I was like, damn, man. Zero making so much money. Shit, I can't afford what he getting right now, but he deserve it. So it's good. It really motivated me because I was like, damn, He making so much money that he could turn that down. Man, that's a lot of money for me to offer. But he's over here. I mean, he really over here. I'm over here. Like, oh, man. Well, shoot, if I could just get here, I'm live. You know what I'm saying? That's like motivation. Because if he turning that down, I can't turn that down. Somebody call, say, let me get that. You want to know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to have that. I got to have that. Well, yeah, I'm on the way. You on the way? I got to have that. That's where I'm at with it. So, on the money side, if you understand. So it just ended up being a classic, like a ghetto street, just a hit. You know, people just, it's really confusing, honestly, to me. You know, I love the song, don't get me wrong, but for it to just be taken off like this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is crazy. It is crazy. You know, because when I did it, I didn't think, you know, first of all, I ain't been putting out music consistently in the last 10, 15 years, so to be remembered is one thing, you know what I'm saying? But then to be able to come through and then people, you know, they rock with you, they do business with you, they like messing with you, they trying to help me. They giving me deals. They saying, man, come on, this how you do it. And look, man, this what you want to do, this what you're looking for, this what you want to stay away from. It's just a blessing, you know. It's all through God, of course, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that Smoked Out Beatin 2025 is just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just people got the challenge going right now. They freestyling, they writing raps, interviews, you know what I'm saying? Everything about it. You know, it's just super crazy. And then just I was able to now, since I don't get high, I don't get high through I still get high. I just don't get high through like what you call it? Like a drug or alcohol, whatever. I still get high, but now the way I get high is through my creativity. So if I don't create, I feel like I'll die. You know, I have withdrawals. I have withdrawals. So when I came up with all these characters, that's just me creating, you know, the Black Harry Potter. Because I'm looking around in this room and I see the movie right there. It's the Harry Potter movie. And then I'm like, man, that's so crazy. Like, I'm the Black Harry Potter. So how can I say that and make it translate to where they can understand it? Codeine Pharaoh. You know what I mean? How can I get them to understand it? I've been saying Codeine Pharaoh since Keep Stacking 3. So it's like, pouring up the drink, lick the baby bottle, kiss it too. The Sprite, I done mixed the drink with the mountain spitting game to a proper hitting her with the bonics. It won't be long for she naked and we burn off in the dropper trunk. Knocking so hard, thought I witnessed for Jehovah. Mirror on the who got more drink up in they. Well, it's the Black Harry Potter working magic on your daughters. Won't be long before she hypnotized and ready for the. They call me Lord of the Lean, Codeine Pharaoh, cause I'm king. Drunk the purple, drunk the yellow, drunk the red, and the haters upset then. What I achieve, they can't believe, finna kill them with the hustle. Yeah, it's time to grieve, baby. It's all just fun based. I'm sitting there having so much fun, but I'm talking trash at the same time. You know, haters upset dinner. B word. What I achieve, they can't believe. Finna kill them with the hustle. Yeah, it's time to grieve, baby. Cause you dead, you know. You grieve. They grieving for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad I was able to come back and do that and just have fun with Smoked Out Beatin. And who would have thought, man, 2006, 2007, whatever the math is on that, who would have thought that I'd be able to come back in 2025, you know what I'm saying, and redo that again and then still have it jamming like that. That's really difficult to do. You know what I'm saying? So now I ask you, which one's the best? 06, 07 version or 2025? Now that I think about it, which one's my favorite is 2025. But here's why. I rap better on it. I'm not so high to where I'm not giving you any emotion. I'm giving you emotion throughout the punchlines and throughout the little lines that I'm rapping. I'm giving you the emotion that's needed. I was so high on the original one, it was like, If Lil Mama wanna snort that powder, let her snort it. But we can't. It's not even that. It's like if Lil Mama wanna snort that powder, let her snort it. But we. It's like I can't even say it. Like there's no emotion in it. But now it's like if Lil Mama wanna snort that powder, let her snort it. But we can't trick no cash out, bitch. We can't afford it. I'm flying in the bumblebee in Highland, California, and cause no I'm about my fucking business like a lawyer. Do you with Big Nik? Yeah. Big Nik, if Donald Trump could do it, I could be president. And then it's the way I said I. If Donald Trump can do it, I could be president. Yeah, why crop a 10? You know we get big. Got one little big. Don't see it. Like, it's just that. But with the clear words on it. And then the hook. Smoked out beat. I'm rolling up the scene while rolling up the green. Got a couple of that codeine, man. Smoked out beat. You know what nigga clean. I got him on a ring and I got him on a ring, man. Smoked out beat. I know that you can tell that light green sticky and that purple drink smell and a smoked out beat. My screen file trunk pop knocking hard then a poop when I'm in the parking lot. Yeah. So I just brought it up to speed, put some character in it, and hopefully I made you proud if you're jamming it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a smoker, you should love it. If you ain't a smoker, you should love it. If you like mushrooms, you should love it. If you hate mushrooms, you should love it. If you just love good music, you should love it. And I'm sober and I love the song. You know what I'm saying? Right along with my sobriety, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's it. I want to chop it up with you on this Smoked Out Beatin. My boy Slick Change gonna get on here with me. We're gonna chop it up from a fan perspective outside. You know what I'm saying? Who like when he first heard it and what he thought, and now he thinking this here from this here. Yeah, man, we're gonna have a lot of fun, and then this is created by the fam. So you gotta remember this. We're gonna have pop-ups like this where we just talk about stuff, and then we're gonna have like I want to create a place where the creators can benefit from, like a place where the creators can come in and mingle amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? All the weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're creative, you're a weirdo. It means you're different. You know what I'm saying? Because the gifted, we different. You know, we think different. We see things different. We feel different. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we suppress that and we hide that because the people who are around us just ain't that creative. And that's one thing I noticed too. One of the most creative people to ever do it. Not the most creative person, but one of the most creative people to ever do it. And it comes naturally to me. And when I sit back and I think about it, I'm like, damn, I created all that. Like, I just came up with Keep On Stacking the series. I just came up with who I wanted to rap with on there, what beats. I picked all the beats. I picked all the hooks. So when they come in, and this ain't just like brag time. This is just recognition, like understanding who I am, where I am, and what I've done already, and what I want to do, and what I'm capable of, because I've done things. So when the artists come in, the beats are already there, the hooks are already there, so it's simple for them just to come in and just lay a 16. Yeah, they're going to get the credit for the 16, but when it comes to the song structure, and this is one thing even Michael Watts was always telling me about, that he was happy about with my effort and everything that I do, and one thing he really liked about me is that I make songs, not just a bunch of rapping. So I got it laid out so when the dope rapper come in, they can just come in and just lay a dope verse. But without the right beat and the right hook, you know what I'm saying? You really don't have what you should have. And so that's one of the things that God gave me a gift to understand and to do. So, hell, before I could write a dope rap, I was making dope hooks. Like if you go back and listen to Keep On Stacking 2 with me and Lil O, the verses ain't the dopest for me, but the hooks are really dope. Come with the check. Come with the pavement. Andrew Jackson, all that boy Ben Franklin. My dog, don't holler if it ain't about the dollar. I'm trying to get the money, mother. Aha, chunk to do. Don't holler if it ain't about the dollar. I'm trying to get the money, mother. I holler. Now that verse is really dope. That verse is really dope. I will say that. That's a dope verse. But I'm a super dope with a super cup of bar. I got my endo wrapped up in a gar. I got my XO if you wanna go far. Baby girl, will you ride with me? You a star. Man, that was hard. I got some more on there. I'm stuck in this dope game. God, can you save me? The money real good, but the game getting crazy. It don't faze me. It don't amaze me no more. It gotta be a better way to go. I'm stuck in this dope game. God, can you save me? The money real good, but the game getting crazy. It can't faze me. It don't amaze me no more. It gotta be a better way to go. It's so many of them on now. Just dope hooks. So now when you combine that with dope raps and dope beats, you got a hell of a song. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I realized I ain't taking no loss. The creativity of it, especially like when I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? Somebody do something to me that's wrong. I've been wronged by somebody. I think that's when the best of me comes out, back against the wall. Yeah, cause that I ain't taking no loss song. That song was just from pain, frustration. You know what I'm saying? Being done wrong. I don't even want to talk about what happened that made me feel that way, but some things transpired that shouldn't have transpired. You know, I was done wrong, so my heart was hurt. I remember rapping that song, I ain't taking no loss. Rapping that hook at Cory studio, I rapped that verse. And that was one of the rare occasions where everybody was there. J-Dawg was there, Pokey was there, Avery was there. They was on the outside of the glass. I'm in the room, door closed. Me and the microphone, dim the lights. Matter of fact, just cut them off. All right, dim them a little bit so I can see my paper. I'm rapping it. Got lost somewhere in time. And by the time I knew it, the rap was done. And it was just tears coming down. And I was kind of embarrassed because I'm like, damn, I was extremely embarrassed. Or just embarrassed, period. Because, you know, in our culture, you ain't supposed to cry. Supposed to just be real strong all the time. You get shot, you ain't supposed to cry. And you better not bleed. And you better not bleed. You understand me? But, yeah, so good thing everybody was on the outside, on the other side of the glass, and they was just reacting to the rap while I got myself together. But it was dark, so they couldn't see me getting myself together, wiping my tears, getting myself right before I come out of there. And when I came, you could just hear the applause, and it just meant something to hear Pokey. Pokey was like, man, he had it on his mind, and his voice, I can't mimic his voice, you know? It's just something, when you, it's kind of like having a good game, and then LeBron and them finna come up next, and are they in the audience or something? And LeBron and D-Wade and KD and Ja Morant, all the players in the game that mean something, Steph Curry, whoever they is, right? They say, man, you can hear them reacting, you know, in amazement of what you just did. You know, it was like dunking the ball upside down or something, you know, jumping out the roof, behind the back, tomahawk, all that, off the glass, in your ass. Pretty much felt like right there. And then J-Dawg, his reaction. And they all happening simultaneously, you know? Everybody is liking that rap. And it's just like, it's a feeling that's a high, that's a feeling that can never be imitated or duplicated. You can imitate, but it can't be duplicated and be in that exact form. So me and OTB Fastlane just redid it, and it's jamming hard. But my wife even made me go back and re-rap it, because she say, nah, man, you can't have a song that hard and then, you know, you in a different place now, so you kind of chilling and you rapping a chilling verse. Now you got to, in her words, take the condom off, and you making love need to be doing some fucking. Get it money, pro.